I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I ask you all to please join me in prayer regardless of religious differences. This prayer is non-denominational and I hope to include everyone. Our senior class went through something no other modern-day senior class could have imagined. We were robbed of some of life's most precious moments. We sold our prom dresses unworn. We suddenly stopped practicing our senior seasons of sports. We did not get to stand next to our friends on graduation day, taking pictures with the biggest smiles on our faces. We haven't seen each other without masks in months, and it's hard to even imagine giving someone a hug. However, we ask you for the strength to see that life isn't canceled. Love isn't canceled. Humanity isn't canceled. Our futures are not canceled. We ask you to help us see that the future is still bright. Please guide us through this big, scary world and show us the right path to walk on. Give us the ability to heal and to understand. We ask you for the strength to navigate our way through the chaos. For those of us pursuing further education, grant us the knowledge we will need in our chosen fields. For those of us going directly into the workforce, give us a sense of what is right and good in the often confusing times we will face. For those of us in the military service, may we draw courage and strength from you. May we serve our country and all of humanity with integrity and honor. For all of us graduates and our families, we ask that we make a significant contribution to the general welfare of society. We thank you for the opportunity to receive our education at Indian Creek. We thank you for our teachers and administration who have worked so hard over the years to shape us into who we are today. And now, may you be pleased with what is done here today. It is in the name above all others that I pray, amen. I would now like to introduce Nicole Walkosky, who will be delivering the welcoming remarks.
Good afternoon. My name is Nicole Walkosky, Senior Class President. On behalf of the Indian Creek Class of 2020, I am honored to welcome the Board of Education, teachers, administrators, friends, family, and our community to join in on our celebration. Each and every one of you has played a significant role in shaping us into the people that we are today. Over the years, people would ask me, "What year will you graduate?" It was always fun to respond, 2020. It's such a unique number. It made us seem so special. Well, I think we would all agree, we are definitely special. I'd always imagine my graduation day, celebrating with my classmates, seeing my teachers, and searching for my family in the audience while they cheer me on. I envisioned myself getting ready and taking pictures with friends and family. I imagined all of us being together and feeling so many emotions. Unfortunately, on March 13th, our senior year took a turn. From that day on, we had no other choice but to be strong. Class of 2020, I have a message for you. Although we have had so many special moments taken away from us, our memories at Indian Creek cannot be taken away. There will be obstacles in our lives, but we must persevere into the next chapter. I believe that if we can get through this, we can achieve so many amazing things in life. We all know this is not your traditional graduation ceremony, but then again, we are not your traditional class. We're actually quite special. The class of 2020 will never be forgotten. Now, I am proud to introduce one of my best friends, our Salutatorian, Sloan.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's so nice to be here with all of you and to see all of your smiling faces. Thank you all for laughing. It seems a little ironic to me that I'm giving my salutatorian speech through a video because 5 years ago, my brother had to give his salutatorian speech the same way because he had a track meet the day of his graduation. Creek really was ahead of their time doing video speeches back in 2015. Now, I want to say thank you to all of our teachers, administrators, staff, coaches, and parents for helping us all reach this point. You have all helped us in one way or another, and we appreciate it. We will all be stepping out of our comfort zones now and embracing change. Change is what makes the world go round, so it's not always bad, even though it can sometimes be scary. So many things have changed in the world during our years as an Indian Creek student. For example, when we were little, we were told we needed to learn basic math because we wouldn't always have a calculator on us. We were told to never talk to strangers and to never get in a car with a stranger. Ironically now, we all have a calculator in our pockets that has an app that lets us talk to strangers for the sole purpose of getting into their car. What I'm trying to say is change is inevitable, so we might as well make the best out of what is to come for all of us, whether that is attending college, going straight into the workforce, or anything in between. The graduates of 2020 have experienced a lot of change throughout our 4 years in high school, especially our last. While some changes were good, like the new turf field, and some were not good, like switching to online school for the end of our senior year, we have always managed to get through. In doing so, we have all accomplished so much that we should be proud of. Our class has made many great memories together over the years, and it's now time to make new memories. We will be going in different directions now, so I want to wish you all good luck with everything you do in the future. I also want you to enjoy it. Everything in life is so much better when you find joy in what you are doing. In 10 years from now, if you were to look back on what you have done, make sure that out of everything you have control over in your life, there would be nothing you would want to change. To do that, you need to only do what makes you happy. It's now time to chase your dreams. We just finished all of our last of high school, and it's time to say goodbye to that chapter of our lives and say hello to new experiences and many firsts. I hope that you all get everything you want out of life. Congratulations and good luck to the class of 2020. I would now like to introduce our valedictorian, Lainie Hagerty.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lainie Hagerty, and I am honored to be the valedictorian of the Indian Creek High School class of 2020. On behalf of our entire class, I would like to thank our parents, families, teachers, administrators, and community for supporting us and putting together such a meaningful graduation ceremony in the midst of these challenging times. When I think back over our 4 years at Indian Creek, I realize that we have learned a lot of lessons from our incredible teachers. Coach D taught us that a true honors student is self-motivated and independent. Ms. D'Alessio taught us discipline with her 7 a.m. National Honor Society meetings, and Mrs. Hall carried on her traditions. Mr. Shreve taught us that attitude and effort are the two most valuable qualities in a student. Ms. Pyle taught us to always be prepared with her sticks of doom. Ms. Boland taught us to have a positive outlook and uplift others. Mrs. Turner taught us to be confident in our abilities and work as a team. Mr. Moffett taught us to be creative and think outside of the box. Ms. Gossett taught us the importance of capturing our memories. Even after everything we learned from our teachers, nothing could have prepared us for these unprecedented circumstances. Rather than spending the last few months of high school with the teachers we all knew and loved, we would meet a new teacher in a way that we had never imagined. Let me take you back in time for a moment to the year 1665. The bubonic plague was raging throughout England, and Sir Isaac Newton had to leave the University of Cambridge to isolate himself at home. During his time at home, he discovered differential and integral calculus, as well as parts of optic theory. Legend has it that during this time, he saw an apple fall from a tree in his garden, inspiring him to discover and define the laws of motion. The time Newton spent at home during the plague is now called his Year of Wonders. So, class of 2020, what wonders will come from this trying time in our lives? What will we discover, and how will we use the lessons we have learned? That is for us to decide. Learning and growth don't have to end after high school. Our new teachers might not always come in a conventional form. In its own way, this pandemic has served as a teacher and prepared us for the realities of life. It taught us that sometimes life takes us on a detour, and we must learn to evolve and persevere, even when it isn't the path we had planned on taking. As we each move on to our next chapter, whether that is college, the military, or the workforce, I am confident that the Indian Creek High School class of 2020 will make a significant mark on the world. This difficult experience that we have shared has shaped us as individuals, and it will never be forgotten. I can't wait to see how each of you, in seemingly dire circumstances, extract something positive. As a class, I know we will pass this test. One lesson that I hope I can teach you is that our memories, accomplishments, and dreams have not been taken away from us. This pandemic has robbed us of many important moments that we have looked forward to as seniors, but it can never take away what we keep in our hearts. We have made it this far as a class, and we have done so with kindness, humility, and strength. We may not be together right now, but I've never felt closer to all of you. I am so grateful for the solidarity and bond that we share, and I wouldn't have wanted to grow up with any other group of people. Class of 2020, I would like to wish you all the utmost happiness and success in your future endeavors. I hope that you never stop looking for the teachers in life and the lessons they have to offer. I don't know where the future will take us, but I know it will be nothing short of amazing.
I would now like to introduce Erin Beegle, who will be delivering our class reflection.
12 years of hard work, dedication, and memories all lead up to this very moment, our high school graduation. We have been dreaming of this day since we were little. Then, it was gone in a blink. Instead of being upset about how our last few months were not ideal, let's take the time to reflect on what we have accomplished. I believe that from the first time we set foot in ICHS, we were there to dominate. We quickly found our places, whether it was in a club, band, or a sport. Every one of us became leaders in our own fashion. We wanted to push boundaries and grow into the best versions of ourselves. Within our individual journeys, we, as a class, were a part of phenomenal changes and experiences. Our band received new uniforms and enjoyed a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to perform at Pearl Harbor. Indian Creek continues to uphold our status as the best band in the land. Many of us helped to create and lead all kinds of clubs, such as Key Club, National Honor Society, Allies in Diversity, and others. Several of us won championships and broke records. No one will forget that we, the class of 2020, got us to our district's first ever home playoff game. We even helped us succeed in passing our levy, so when we return as alumni, we will get to see a beautiful new high school and know that our efforts helped make this happen. The class of 2020 broke barriers and made history. We all grew as individuals, helped to develop our school, and get to be a part of the history books of our children. We have all had our ups and downs, our tears about band, sports, and math, but nonetheless, we persisted. I am so proud to be a member of the Indian Creek graduating class of 2020. As we move forward, I wish to leave you with the wise words of Mr. Rogers. It's not the honors and the prizes and the fancy outsides of life which ultimately nourish our souls. It is the knowing that we can be trusted, that we never have to fear the truth, and that the bedrock of our very being is good stuff. I would now like to introduce our class president, Nicole Walkosky, who will be passing the mantle to the class of 2021. As president of the class of 2020, I, Nicole Walkosky, present to you, Taylor Jones, the president of the class of 2021, the mantle of Indian Creek High School. And by doing so, I entrust to you the responsibilities of carrying on the traditions of Indian Creek High School.
On behalf of the members of the class of 2021, I accept this mantle and all the rights and responsibilities that it represents. The class of 2021 shall strive and carry out those responsibilities in an honorable and dignified manner.
Jayla Mackenzie Stewart is the daughter of Brian and Kelly Stewart of Mingo Junction. Jayla will be attending the University of Mount Union as a biochemistry major with a minor in communications. Her GPA is 4.703 and she is 10th in her class. Tiffany Taylor is the daughter of Chris and Gina Taylor of Bloomingdale. Tiffany will be attending Kent State University in the fall. Her GPA is 4.709 and she is 9th in her class. Erin Beegle is the daughter of Jeff and Sandy Beegle of Wintersville. She plans to attend West Virginia University and study biochemistry with a minor in psychology in her pursuit of becoming a genetic counselor. Her GPA is 4.823 and she is 8th in her class. Allison Lee Tweedy is the daughter of Ron and Mandy Tweedy of Bloomingdale. Allie will be attending the University of Mount Union to major in chemistry and enroll into the Physician's Assistant program. Her GPA is 4.846 and she is 7th in her class. Madolyn McDonald, the daughter of Dr. Robert and Dr. Nicole McDonald of Steubenville. She will be attending The Ohio State University as a biology major. Her GPA is 4.858 and she is 6th in her class. Haley Taylor is the daughter of Chris and Gina Taylor of Bloomingdale. Haley will be attending West Liberty University in West Virginia. She plans to get a master's degree in clinical psychology and become a school counselor. Her GPA is 4.898 and she is 5th in her class. Rachel Nicole Barnett is the daughter of Robert and Jennifer Barnett of Wintersville, Ohio. Rachel will be attending Miami University in Ohio, where she plans to major in psychology with a co-major in neuroscience and a minor in Spanish to pursue a career in neurology. Her GPA is 4.912, and she is 4th in her class. Nicole Marie Walkosky is the daughter of Sharon and Michael Walkosky of Wintersville. She will be attending The Ohio State University, majoring in speech and hearing science. Her GPA is 4.919, and she is 3rd in her class. Sloan Elizabeth Lewis is the daughter of Dr. Joseph and Laura Lewis of Wintersville. Sloan will be attending Miami University of Ohio, where she plans to major in urban and regional planning and minor in architecture and interior design. Her GPA is 4.922, and she is the salutatorian of the class of 2020. Lainie Jade Hagerty is the daughter of Tamara and Sean Hagerty of Bloomingdale. Lainie will be attending the University of Pittsburgh as a mathematics major in the University Honors College. Her GPA is 4.931, and she is the valedictorian of the class of 2020. Members of the Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Chappelear, as principal of Indian Creek High School, I certify that all of the students receiving diplomas today in the 2020 graduation class of Indian Creek High School have met the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the state of Ohio and the Indian Creek Board of Education. I am sure that the faculty and the administration hope that they have made a lasting and positive contribution to the lives of these students.
Mr. Retton, on behalf of the Indian Creek Board of Education, Mr. Bob Smith, Dr. John Figgle, Mr. Daniel Bove Jr., Mrs. Kimberly Mark, and Dr. Ted Starkey, these members of the class of 2020 are accepted as graduates of Indian Creek High School. We hope that they will be good citizens and make us proud as they move ahead in life's journey.
Lane Adkins. Shayla Egan. Adam Baker. Rachel Barnett. Erin Beegle. Gage Bennington. Caitlin Bickerstaff. Emily Bickerstaff. You'll go down the steps. Megan Bickerstaff.
They saved the best for last.
Liliana Bishop. Kayla Bauer. We'll go down the steps. Jasmine Bowers. Good. Gunnar Rattel. All right, Richard Burns. Elijah Camp. Carson Clark. Elijah Connell. Chase Connor. Andrew Constantine. Peyton Cook. Kelsey Cottis. Clay Cottis. Janal Dave. Logan Davis. Zachary Dayton. Aubriana DiCarlo. Riley Donzilla. Maggie Donahue. Paul Dupain. Zachary Dicer. Eric Extrovich. Trevor Fonte. Caleb Fensky. Congratulations, Caleb. Amy Jo Fitton. Brandon Fleming. Samuel Flooding. Autumn Faust. Maddie Freshwater. Lindsay Gashler. Bryce Gaston. Good job, Bryce. Thank you. Jessica Geiger. Congratulations, Jessica. Nathaniel Granatier. Michael Gregg. Thurman Gross. Dante Grinstead. Congratulations, Dante. Stormy Grinstead. Congratulations. Lance Gump.
Very good, Slim.
Logan Gump.
Very good, Moose.
Congratulations. Lainie Hagerty. Congratulations.
Thank you.
India Hargrove. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jacob Haydup. Thank you. Tyler Hendrickson. Congratulations, Tyler. Brandon Hiles. Congratulations. Jessica Hummel.
Good here.
Bryce Jackson. Congratulations, Bryce. Good job. Tremar Jackson. Congratulations, Trey. Farishay Johnson. Courtney Jones. Jones. Zoe Jones. Rebecca Hoover. Damian Jump. Desiree Kaufman. Zachary Kiger. Nina Knight. Congratulations. We'll go down the front right there. Ashley Kuzakowski. Treasure Lawrence. Paige Lehman.
All right, Paige.
Congratulations.
You go, Paige.
Sloan Lewis. Angela Madden. Congratulations. Jada Magazzini. Porter Myrano. Ryan Maple. Carrie Ann Marcinak. Congratulations, Carrie Ann. Joshua Maurer. Congratulations, Josh. Jocelyn Maley. Congratulations, Josh.
Thank you.
Sam Mazer. Congratulations, Sam. Catalina Mazzaferro. Congratulations. Sarah Mazzaferro. Congratulations, Sarah. Sean McClure. Congratulations, Sean. You know, correct. Caitlin McCord. Madolyn McDonald. Natara McDonald. Lainie McKinney. Jerry McLaughlin. Dylan McMillan. Congratulations, D-Man.
Way to go, Dylan!
Zachary Mino. Congratulations, Zach. You'll go down. Evan Merriman. Kevin Michael. Congratulations. Brianna Mitchell. Congratulations. Hannah Mitchell. Tyler Mitchell. Congratulations, Tyler. Nicole Monday. Benjamin Montgomery. Congratulations, Ben.
Thank you.
Devin Wynn. Congratulations, Devin. Darius Nolan. Congratulations. Elizabeth Nutter.
Congratulations, honey.
Congratulations, Lizzie. Jacob Owens. Congratulations, Jacob. Trenton Palmer. Congratulations. Markel Papola.
Yay, Kale! Good job, buddy. Proud of you.
Congrats, Markel. Michael Pasco. Congratulations, Michael. Eliana Patera. Congratulations, Ellie. Right on the front. Bailey Penner. Congratulations, Bailey. Corey Pierce. Carlo Potenzini. Azriel Pratko. Congratulations. Chandler Price. David Rayburn. Congratulations, David. Thank you. All right, David. Woo! Congratulations, David. Amber Riley. Congratulations. Parker Rogers. Michaela Rude. Dakota Rose. Harley Rothacker. Stephen Rouse. Congratulations. Susie Rudolph. Congratulations. Harley Schaefer. Logan Shield. Miles Simmons. Congratulations. Tyler Smarella. Erin Smith. Congratulations, Erin. Jeremy Smith. Congratulations, Jeremy. Good job. Congratulations, Jeremy. Jayla Stewart. Danielle Strohmeyer. Congratulations. Sean Sumi. Congratulations, Sean. Caleb Swearingen. Congratulations, Caleb. Good job. Thank you. Congratulations, Caleb. I did it. Woo. Garen Swicker. Congratulations, Aaron. Congratulations, Swicker. Thank you. Haley Taylor. James Taylor. Congratulations.
Tiffany Taylor. Congratulations. Devin Thatcher. Congratulations. Kenneth Torok. Congratulations. Erin Trice.
Allie Tweedy.
Joseph Van Dyne. Congratulations, Joe. Stephanie Wagner. Nicole Walkosky.
Ready to go.
Congratulations. Gerard Walsh. Congratulations. Rebecca Williams. Congratulations. Tanaya Wren. Nathan Zink. Congratulations. Jacqueline Zorini.
Class of 2020. We certainly recognize this is not the typical graduation ceremony. However, we are proud to recognize the class of 2020 in a more unique way than ever before. Let me say, the coronavirus does not define the class of 2020. I was sitting in a gym at East Liverpool back in August last year, waiting to watch our volleyball team play, and Bailey Penner came and sat down beside me and said that he remembered his freshman year at orientation when we talked about taking this 4-year journey together and how special of a class 2020 was going to be. And then he talked about how fast it went. Well, it's those kinds of things that define the class of 2020. The best band in the state, led by Erin, and the best majorettes in the state, led by Kelsey, that defines the class of 2020. When a year and a half ago, McDonald came to me and talked about wanting to do more for our students, and out of this came our student pantry. And now everyone's trying to emulate our pantry. This defines the class of 2020. Watching the first ever playoff victory for our football team in Kettlewell Stadium, led by our awesome seniors, and especially those linebackers, Trevor, Brandon, and Tyler. This defines the class of 2020. Our seniors joining the military, thank you. You define the class of 2020. Our seniors that led the area again in scoring 30 or above on the ACT, Lainie, Maddie, and Rachel. This is 3 of the last 4 years we've done this. This defines the class of 2020. Our girls basketball team, led by Allie Tweedy, watching her perform the national anthem before the game and then playing with such passion during the game. This defines the class of 2020.
Our great swimming program, led by Dakota.
Our great wrestlers on senior night. Evan gave up his spot to allow Nathan, who was injured all year, to wrestle. And then he went on to have that great victory on senior night in our gym. This defines the class of 2020. And yes, we missed out on watching our great drama production from that whole group of seniors. Sloan in the track team, Clay in the baseball team, Harley in the softball team. All were poised to have great seasons. This in no way diminishes their careers at Indian Creek. To the class of 2020, you have embodied the motto that Kelsey, Nicole, and Mia came up with a few years ago. You lead and you follow with passion. You are courageous. You have grit, and you have certainly embraced change. You always take pride in your work. You are always going to be a special class from Indian Creek. You're always welcome here at Indian Creek. This is our home. This is our family. Go Creek.